there's also a very specific strategy that I think is one of the most efficient ones, and I'm hoping to pull that out today. So when that strategy comes out, I hope it comes out. When it comes out, I'm really going to highlight that strategy and start to pull it. Okay. So that's my goal. Thank you for giving me time to talk. So I see some people have an answer and not everybody does, okay? Which is fine. I want people to share the answers that they have, and then we're going to kind of look and see who we agree and disagree with. This is also something that's really important that you must know. I like when people have wrong answers. I want people to be wrong. That's weird, right? Okay? I need you to take risk. I need you to put an answer up even if you don't think it's right, because guess what? Your answers actually tell me a lot. Your answer, or the misconception you might have if you have a wrong answer, actually helps me as a teacher. So whether you're right or wrong, don't feel afraid. Also, if you're right, you can't do this. Yes! Because then people around you don't feel safe to have wrong answers, okay? And if you're wrong, don't put your head down and act like you can't learn, because the next thing you're going to do is figure out what everyone else did. We call that revising your answer. You can always revise or change it, okay? So, I need some answers. What are some answers that people got? Okay, what did you get?
78.
78. Okay, if you got 78, don't share it again. What are other answers that are out there? What did you get?
28.
28. Other answers we have on the floor. 81. Other answers? So everyone's answer is up there? Oh, you got one?
22.
22. Anybody else? All answers are on the board? Okay, so here's something that I want to tell you right away that I noticed that I'm really happy with. Every one of those answers is less than 100. And I'm happy about that. Why am I happy about that? Turn and talk to someone next to you. Why am I glad that all the answers are under 100?
That would make it actually turn
And I'm going to bring you back up here in 3, 2, and 1. Quick second, I call this a teacher timeout. I want to talk to your teacher quick, and then we're going to keep finishing. One of the reasons I had that question in is one of the biggest complaints I get from teachers is that kids don't know that their answers are reasonable. A quick hit every day is to just say, why are all of those reasonable? The other thing is it helps build that confidence. Even though I got my answer wrong, there's something I did right. I did realize that piece.
So each day?
Not every day.
Not every
Today,
day, okay.
If you do it every day, it takes a lot of time. But what that biggest complaint is that there's just, your answers don't make sense. Why doesn't it make sense?
Okay.
Even that's up here, there are a couple answers that make more sense than the others. So in the two, I would say 78 and 81 are kind of grouped together, and 28 and 22 are grouped together. One set of those two makes more sense than the other two. Today, I wanted to focus on building that self-esteem. Tomorrow, I might say, of the 4 answers that are up there, which are ones we can cross off right away and why? Rather than say, why, it's about, I know that those don't work because the answer has to be bigger than that. You're letting them really start to look at the numbers rather than even say, how did I get the answer? It builds that reasonableness each day as you go forward. But again, we have to be able to take risks, so you want to really promote, it's okay, that's a good thing that happened today, okay? So, and I'm not even going to go from there. You guys will keep talking about that, about why they're less than 100 is good. So we'll get to that as you keep moving forward. Now I want to know, who wants to defend one of those answers and how they got it or why? Who wants to defend one? Let's defend one. What are you thinking?
Like, the 22?
Yeah. Was that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay, defend it for me. How did you get 22?
Because I took the 28 away from it, and then I minus the 6 from it, and there was 22. 28 away from the 3.
Okay. So you took, it sounded like you kind of took 28 minus 6, and you got 22. Okay, so here's what I need. And again, this is a very safe place. I need you to decide if you agree or if you disagree with that and why. One very important thing you need to know. What is your name? Dacia. Okay, thank you, I even said it right. If you choose to disagree with Dacia, does that mean that you dislike her?
No. It just means you disagree with me.
It just means you have a different idea, right? So it's okay to disagree with someone's ideas. Make sure when you think about whether you disagree, it has nothing to do with Dacia. It has to do with her idea. Do you disagree with her idea? Okay? So I want you to think silently first, and then you're going to talk to a partner. Go ahead and talk to someone around you. One of the things that I'm doing today is not necessarily about and building the capacity of the classroom. So it is a little different because most days you would go right into how'd you get it, what are you looking for. Today I'm trying to really build the capacity to learn and share. It's also looking for and I need you back here in 3, 2, and 1. Dacia, you have your hand up. Why do you have your hand up?
I forgot to put the 100.
Oh, so you feel like you need to revise your answer?
Yeah.
So do you think that 22 is not a viable answer? Can we cross off 22? All right, it's gone. Here's what I want next. Which one of those other answers could I cross off right away? Which one do you think doesn't make sense to this problem? Which one doesn't make sense? And again, if what they say is your answer, it doesn't mean they don't like you. It just means they disagree with your idea or your reasoning. Okay, what do you think doesn't make sense? 28. And why did you choose 28?
It's only 6 more.
Oh, 28 and 22 are close together? Who can add on to that? Who thinks they have another reason why they think 28 might not make sense? Who can add on to that? What do you think?
Because it almost looks like that they took out the 28 and got that answer.
Oh, did that maybe just come from a number? Oh, okay, it might. I don't know what they were thinking. What do you think, sir?
Because the 28 being their answer would technically just mean that they took 328 and just minus 300, and that would give them with 20.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to put something up right now that I want you to think about. Why do you think I drew that picture? 25 is on our next verse. I'll read those. Why do you think I drew that picture? What are you thinking? So I used the two numbers that were in the problem, didn't I? This is 328 and this is 406. Why do you think I put those two numbers on an open number line? Why do they put them on an open number line? What are you thinking?
You switch that around so that you could find out easier. Because if you do the bigger number first, then you're going to have to fit. It's going to be a little tougher. And then also you could count on to 406.
So if I was at 328, could I figure out how far it would be till I got to 406?
Yeah.
And would that give me the answer?
Uh-huh.
Why would it give me the answer?
Because the amount you would have to add on to that to go to there would be your answer.
But this is a subtraction problem.
Yeah, I disagree.
This is a subtraction problem. Why would that help me get the answer? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You're not sure?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It just has you wondering, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
To tell the difference.
I don't
Maybe
know.
you
What
could
are you
subtract
thinking?
on that line.
Because the lower number is at the beginning.
So I have a question for you. When you subtract numbers, what does the answer tell you? When you subtract numbers, what does the answer tell you? What do you think?
The answer tells you you can do the answer plus 308.
So I'm going to, quick sidebar here. If I said to you that I wanted you to take 8 minus 6, what's the answer?
2.
What does the answer tell you?
6 plus 2 is 8.
Oh, right. It's just fact family?
Does 8 minus 6 equal 2?
Yes.
Because you know that, do you know that 6 plus 2 equals 8?
Yes.
So what did the answer to a subtraction problem tell you?
It tells the fact family to it.
That it can, but just in math terms, what does the answer tell you?
It's 28. One of the numbers.
You can think addition to find the answer. And it finds the distance between those two numbers. What's the distance between 8 and 6?
2.
And then can you write that as an addition problem?
Yes.
Oh. So if I said to you I wanted 10 minus 4, what's the answer?
6.
So do you know that 6 plus 4 equals 10?
Yes.
Is the distance between 10 and 4 6?
Yes.
Oh, so could I find the distance between 328 and 406, and would that tell me the answer?
Yes.
So I'm going to stop right there because I'm already over time. And your teacher is going to do that same problem for you tomorrow. And I want you to think about the distance between those two, with the strategy being think addition. That's your goal. Think addition is the goal strategy. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I stopped for